Okay, my name is the Hood Tarot, aka Brown Sugar Shaman, aka Tutu, aka Tisha. So I want to allow y'all to see what it is that God and your ancestors have for you today. Anything that you should be looking out for, any type of mindset you may need to change, or any mood that you may be in, you may need some clarity. Mood that you may be in, you may need some clarity on. I'm just gonna do a quick 3-card shuffle using, I'm just gonna pick a few decks, whichever one I feel compelled to call to use first. This one I'm gonna use. This is my Palo Santos. Palo Santos is used to clear negative energies, cleanse areas, and promote uplifting of positive energy. So I'm clearing this deck. And I got my crystals right here, sending love and light through energetic vibrations, of course. Okay, I'm gonna light a candle so that angels and ancestors can speak clear messages, because white is the receptor of colors in all vibrations. So that's just a little tidbit. So I'm gonna read real quick my little prayer so y'all can pray with me. Infinite Spirit or God, open the way for my divine abundance, for I am a magnetic force to all that is mine by divine right. There are no obstacles in the divine mind. Therefore, all my channels to my abundance are now open. I am the one with Christ within. Fulfill my destiny in the here and now. I only use my words to heal and affirm my greatness. All that no longer serves me is now released to the divine, and the road to my success are clear. I use my intuition and I act on divine inspiration. So it be, and so it is. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started really quickly. So let me see what deck I'm gonna use my Monology deck. The Monology deck bases a lot of energy that is in tune with the moon, and also if you're a female, it's really in tune with your cycle as a woman because of it being in tune with the moon. And from as far as men go, this for anybody though, but mainly with women, this is the perfect card to use basically because of your cycle being tuned with the moon, and women are considered to be the darker energy. Metaphysically, we're the moon energy. And also, a lot of these cards can kind of clarify what's in your birth chart. So if you don't know what's in your birth chart, or I suggest a lot of people, I don't give a damn if you into astrology or not, go and look at your birth chart. Read that bitch like a Bible, because I'm telling you, y'all be trying to say, oh, well, I'm this sign and I don't act like the sign that they claim to be. It's because it's more to your chart than just the sun sign. The sun sign is just merely tipping the iceberg. So I highly suggest go on Google free full birth charts, and just click on whichever website that resonates with you and calls out to you. Put your information in. If you don't know exactly what time you was born, go look at your birth certificate, ask your mama, or just guess, because you may just be right. So do that. Read that bitch inside and out, because I'm telling you, there's some information there that will fully benefit you. I get tired of folks won't help, but they won't help the way they want it. Just like the man that was drowning, that was calling on God to send him help, and he kept on letting all them boats pass him by because he was waiting on God. When God was the one sending the boats to save him, don't be like that man and drown to death because you being ignorant. Sometimes the help you need, they ain't gonna come in the way that you sought for it, okay? So therefore, let me move on. Now I wanna send gratitude to my ancestors, spirit guides, my angels, God, the Most High, and my higher self for waking me up today, sending me internal inspiration to move forth in my ministry, and allowing me to be a receiver of messages, a channeler, a healer, a transformer, a shaman, a healer. Thank you so much, ancestors and Most High, for bringing me to this point in my life and allowing me to give these messages to your children, and bless them, and also to bless their higher selves and wake them up and lead them on their journey, Lord. Today I'm coming forth asking for the children of the diaspora and those of us that are just seeking to hear a word today. Please, ancestors and the ancestors of those who are needing to hear this word, to come forth right now. Ooh, they started already. And send a message, so we have nothing set in stone. So maybe some of y'all are considering something or trying to make plans to move forward with something, but nothing yet is set in stone. So it may require some thinking, it may require some planning. So that will be the central message or the inspiration. This will be the past influence. So the past influence is that some of y'all are ending a cycle. So they may be for Capricorns, or some people that have Capricorns in their chart, Capricorn moons, ascending, or just this is the energy. A tough cycle, an end of a tough cycle approaches. So the end of a cycle of something that you've been experiencing is finally finished to come to an end. That's a blessing. And then we had don't let your pride get in the way. So that's the future. So it's saying that in the future to come, you may be given choices, or you may be shown a path through God or through spirit, or you may be moved intuitively to make a choice, but you are being called not to let your pride get in the way, whatever the choice may be or the option may be. So don't fuck your blessings up. Don't block your blessings, Lord, because you're prideful. Alright, those are 3 for that. In the back of the deck, it's going to be hold your vision. So whatever you're visualizing for your future, you need to hold on to that belief. You need to understand that what is for you is going to be for you, and you must believe it by holding on to it. Hold on to the vision. Not hold on to it with your life in, like, depending on it and you're going to die. Understand that whatever is for you is going to be for you. Just never give up on your vision. Just hold it. Because see how this moon is half? It's not completely, just like this original card is not yet set in stone. It's not set in stone because you hadn't made your mind up. So that's that real quick. So the back of the deck energy is basically like the overall energy. So I'm gonna put that to the side, and I want to use my affirmators card deck. I like this card because it's like really animalistic. The characteristics on it, the cartoon, the animation on it is very beautiful, very unique, and it's very funny. Like the book that gives you the descriptions of what the cards say is really funny. So this is the affirmators deck. Let me pull 3 cards. Spirit, ancestors, loved ones, Lord, please come through. Ooh, okay, we got a clarifier. We have the Fool. Now I'm gonna have to go into the book and read this one because these cards are fairly new and I hadn't been through all of them. So this is the Fool, which is good. That means that's that new beginning I was talking about. That's that fresh start that you want to take. And see the feathers around this bird. See, for one, birds represent communication from the divine. Not just communication, but the okay to take off on your dream. The okay to let your dreams flourish. To let your dreams fly. To spread your wings and go. You see how this bird's got his wings spread, baby, and he got his one little bag. On the Fool, it's a man walking off of a cliff, just smiling and looking up. So you ready to take that leap. You're being moved to do so. Nothing yet is set in stone. We don't know if it's going to fail or not. But you're being called to go ahead and take the leap. So we have that. For the end of a tough cycle, I had 3 of Pentacles. Originally, it came out in the reverse. Now, the 3 of Pentacles talk about celebration, talking about collaboration. So maybe people that you have tried to collaborate in the past were not corroborative or not reciprocal to the energy. Or maybe you weren't in a third party situation. It don't have to be with a person. It could be work or any other circumstances that kind of held you back, that was kind of tough, because this is the one coming out clarifying the end of a tough cycle of approaches. So maybe you were in a relationship with somebody cheated, or you were in a situation with family members, friends that wasn't supportive of you or talking about you, or whatever the situation was. It was just not a good one, unhealthy balance. Okay. And for the future influences, don't let your pride get away. Clarifying that is Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles talk about the completion of something, or coming to an end, or becoming whole with something. So when you get in the mind of not allowing your pride to get in your way, but yet have the confidence of what a Leo has to move forth in your ambitions or whatever it is you want to do, you must also understand that in the process of not letting your pride get in front of you, you're able to gain clarity or some type of affirmations from God and your ancestors, small little tokens of blessings from them. You'll be able to see how to lay out your plans. You'll be able to see what was your next steps to take. But don't choose to be blind to what your choices are, because I feel like a lot of y'all know what exactly it is y'all want to do and how to go about doing it. Now, a lot of ways in time, it may not, the ways in which you want to do it may not have been how you wanted to do it or how you may want to do it, and the time it may not seem right. But when you are given the go by spirit, which I feel like you have already been given the go by this Fool card, to not allow your pride to stop you from reaching out to those who can, actually support you, and who can actually give you reciprocated energy when it comes to whatever this, when it comes to these endeavors. But you have to feel complete or stable within yourself that you can do this on your own. Not saying in a prideful way, but in just demonstrating your capability as an adult person, if you're an adult, of course, or independent person, that your plans mean this much to you. You're willing to put the work in, and you're also open to partnerships, but at the same time, you're not going to take anything less. So it's like balancing being, not being prideful, but at the same time still carrying the energy of a Leo, a confidence of a Leo, and going forth in your abilities. Stability. Because a foundation starts with the roots. It starts with the base. And if this is your life, then that means it starts with your roots. But your roots have to start off already healthy and strong. You have to already believe that your roots are healthy and strong before you move forth in your ministry. So when you do that, there's nobody that can stop you. You wouldn't even take no for an answer. You'll always find another way. And that's the mindset you need to already be obtaining prior to moving forth in whatever it is you're trying to do. So, what other cards do I want to use today? I'm going to use my psychic deck. So, the psychic deck is... how the fuck did it end up on there? So, the psychic deck is basically... a deck where it is very in tune with your actual psychic abilities. Well, the person is doing a reading, but also as the person receiving the reading, having your intuition or psychic abilities, because anybody could be psychic. It's all about really, really aligning yourself with your intuition and learning, practicing and learning, and reprogramming your thoughts to listen to your intuition and only listen to your intuition, nobody else's judgment, not the dog barking up the street. Because when you start to listen to your intuition, you're going to find messages in anything. You'll be able to find the message in anything. God is going to be able to talk to you more clearer through any and everything, because one thing I'm going to need people to understand and understand is that God is in everything. everything. Trust me. When you learn to use your intuition and tune in to the power within you, baby, you gonna be an unstoppable motherfucker. Trust me. You gonna be walking around just like this lion with all this hair. Looking so seductive. Looking so just, yes, bitch. But he looks fierce. But he don't look scary. He ain't no hoe. But at the same time, he gonna get shit done. Period. So can I get a clarifier for this main message? Just influential message. So truth, standing in your truth. So we need to stand in our truth. Nothing is set in stone yet. You know deep down whatever it is you're trying to tap into or start on, that it is for you. But you must claim it. You must believe it. But you also have to stand in your truth too. So if it is some things you may need to tweak prior to starting, then you need to do that. If it's a mindset you need to align, then you need to do that. If you need to do some sorting with your spirit, then you need to do that. But also with this is like somebody standing on a scale. They're weighing their truth out with what their life experience is or what the universe has to offer them. So you have to make a choice between holding on to the past or moving forward in your future. Which one's balances out? Because the truth of the matter is, you know that you're worthy. The truth of the matter is, you know that this is your path. Or you've been given the okay to take this path. You know that this time, that's the truth. But also weigh your options. Okay. So, for clarifying the Three of Pentacles, we have memories of love. So, to me, that's saying, and then we have the number sequence of 3 and 6. So, intuitively, with Three of Pentacles, and we turn around and we have the 6 of memories of love, is telling me that the times or experiences that you have had with this other party or third party or person, place, or thing that has caused you a tough cycle or karmic situation, you need to learn how to take the good out of it. Put love into the situation. Unconditional love. Don't lose love for yourself in the midst of getting out of a tough situation. Let go of the painful shit and only hold on to the memories of love. Only hold on to the parts of love in yourself that you chose to step away from this. It was time. You loved yourself enough to move away from this. Develop memories of love. Transmute and transform those past painful experience to memories of love. And how you do that is just loving yourself. Understanding that at that time you didn't know. You were confused. You were unsure. But no more. You know what I'm saying? You standing in your truth now. You leaving behind, like he has this small statue, you leaving behind what's no longer serving you, and you packing what you need to take with you, which should be your truth. Which should be your truth. And that's the only thing that matters. Because in your reality, only your truth matters. Only yours. Trust me. If you let other people put their truth in your life, your shit always be in upheaval and confusion. Okay, let me get a clarifier. Ooh. So one dropped on the floor. What do we have here? Obstacles and challenges. So it may be an obstacle for you to not be powerful, to not ask for help. I mean, it may be powerful for you to ask for help. There may be an obstacle. It may be a challenge for you. But you see how there's a glowing gold light around this missing step? Because you have to take that leap of faith. You have to move past the obstacles and challenges, the memories of obstacles and challenges from the past, and transmute that energy into your power. Understanding that you are protected, you are taken care of. All these fairies that's around this person, this is this person's ancestors. This is person's spirit guides that's trying to tell them, just go ahead and take the leap. We got you. That's why we have this ring of protection around this next step that you're about to take. So whatever next step you're choosing to take, it will be protected. Because it is time for a change. Fives represents change. We're forever changing. Time is relative. We only work through seasons. So the overall message here is taking the time that you need to take this next step, while at the same time knowing that the next step is required for you to live your best life, for you to move on to greener pastures. Because looking at somebody else short for their greener pastures ain't benefited you. You realize that now. But now that you realize that you have to fertilize and grow your own garden and grow your own strength and your own growth, you've been given an okay from spirit, from God, your higher self, to just do that. Just do that. Because in the process, you're going to learn so much and you're going to teach others so much. It's like, I see it as a domino effect. The minute you start to take the necessary steps, the people that are around you that's inspired by you, or hell, that even hate you, is going to end up doing the same things, or going to follow in your footsteps. And eventually there may be a time that y'all can all come together and celebrate y'all successes together. But the first step is most definitely required. So how much time I got on here? 21 minutes. Okay, that ain't bad. I got 2 more minutes. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to read real quick what is the definition for the Fool card in this book here. Because every book, every type of tarot card that you use, they have their own specific meanings. And even though each one has the same general meaning, the creators of each deck have their own personal meaning, is what I mean to say. So for the Fool, it says the journey of tarot begins with the Fool, an optimistic risk taker with a boundless, unbreakable, creative spirit, likes freedom, adventure, and fresh starts, dislikes logic, rules, or other boring grown-up stuff. When the Fool pulls up and honks his horn, you've been given a great opportunity. So abandon your fear and any other limiting ideas. Hop in the car and see where is this delightful, naive ride takes you. I leap into the unknown with reckless abandon, trusting the new great chapter is awaiting to unfold. That is the affirmation for this. So I'm gonna repeat it so that way you can hear it. I leap into the unknown, reckless, abandon, trusting that a great new chapter is unfolding. So yeah, there's a good chapter that's coming up for some of you, really all of you. All you gotta do is take a leap and leave alone the bullshit, overthinking, the woe is me, feeling sorry for yourself, waiting on somebody else to give you clarification or an okay to go. Fuck them people. Oh, I'm sorry. Forget them people, man. You're gonna live here and you're gonna die here alone. Not saying alone like by yourself, but you know, you're gonna leave this place by yourself. You're gonna came here by yourself, you're gonna leave this place by yourself. So what memory and legacy are you willing to leave? Or you want to leave a legacy of, oh, I was chasing behind or worrying about this, that, and the fourth, and I could never accomplish my dreams? Or do you want to say, I was scared to the mug. I didn't know what I was going to do. I don't really know how I was going to start, but I started. And now I'm looking back on this shit, and I'm glad I did. You know, you don't want to leave this world with no regrets, because I'm telling you, spiritually, that's how you end up coming back here and having to deal with the same old foolishness. Oh, good gracious. So, and I'm going to clarify this truth card for the central message. It says, truth. The qualities of this card illustrate spiritual awakening, clarity, the revelation of truth, and cosmic consciousness. At times, it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show you how far you need to go. This card comes forth to do just that. Evaluation of the past, along with the lessons that you have learned or still need to understand, must now be on a top priority. Doing so will enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. Amen. The Truth card reminds you that a significant change must be made in a certain area of your life, but don't make any hasty decisions. Take your time for any choices. Alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest of judgments. Whatever steps you take now will have far-reaching consequences, more than you'll ever know. Using the power of the universe and blending them with a little help from the physical world will assist you in bringing about clarity and a shift of awareness. What was once not obvious will now be realized and understood. Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. In the traditional tarot, this will be the Judgment card. So like I said, weighing your options. And out of those options, out of those past hurts and past experience, weigh out what is true for you, what you can use and what you can learn and what you actually need. Beneficial information that you have experienced from the past to help you take these next steps. So I don't